It's cool. I know we pressed. We're not pressed, but we sat on
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yep. Oh, we shift gears to football with breaking news and football. Carson Wentz of the Philadelphia Eagles, not an Eagle no more, is traded to the Indianapolis Colts for a third-round pick and a conditional second-round pick. The conditional second-round pick is if Carson Wentz plays 75% snaps, at least 75% of snaps, that second-round pick turns to a first-round pick. Or if he plays 70% of the snaps and the Colts make the playoffs, that pick turns to a first-round pick. That's something I was trying to do with Derek and with our Madden League conditional pick. Demond, I'll start with you though, cause your man, is he back? Is it Carson back? Is he back? Let us know.
Head coach Frank Wright, you know, offensive coordinator at the time my boy was having his MVP season before his devastating injury. I mean, the supporting cast is as good as it's gotten since Carson's MVP run. Defense is elite. You're gonna get Marlon Mack back. You're going to get Jonathan Taylor in year two after having 1,000 yard season and double digit touchdowns. T.Y. Hilton is now going to have his best quarterback since the days of Andrew Luck. Trey Burton, who of course Wentz has experience playing with in Philly. I just love the situation. I love the fit. I think Frank Reich can definitely fix Carson Wentz, and I think that the Colts will definitely win the division next year. I like them to have at least 11 wins. I think with that defense and Carson Wentz taking that next step out to prove people wrong. Plus Jonathan Taylor anchoring down with arguably the best offensive line in the league. We've seen what Carson can do with a great offensive line. Some very good things are about to happen in Indianapolis, and I like them to win the AFC South and make some noise. And I think they're a team that can compete with the Chiefs because already me and Bruiser had said that we felt that their run game had allowed them to do so. So now you allow Carson to come in, his breakdown playability, ability to make plays down the stretch of games, ability to push the ball deep. I'd like to see Indy go get a deep ball threat. In addition, maybe we'll see the emergence of Paris Campbell finally, or some other guys that they've been waiting on to pop through. So we'll see, but I'm definitely excited to see Carson and Indy. Shout
The
out
big
Jalen Hurts though, man. He's gonna Jalen Hurts, man. Black quarterback, man. We you know
hey.
we hope to see you ball out, man. So
I think because the Eagles was trending earlier this afternoon because they're facing the largest dead cap hit in NFL history, a $33.8 million cap hit is due to the Carson Wentz trade, and only getting a third and a conditional second round pick. That's not peak value they wanted the first, but they had to end up settling for what the Colts wanted, and the Colts are betting on them. I think the Colts are betting on themselves. They think Wentz is worth the first with the conditional pick because I do think they'll make the playoffs. And if Wentz plays more than 70% of snaps, that would be a first round pick for the Eagles. So it'll be interesting to see. What do you guys think? John, how you feeling, man? Jalen Hurts, is he QB1 or would the Eagles draft the quarterback? What do you think?
Uh, you got 7 rounds, so drafting a quarterback is insurance. Like Jalen Hurts gets hurt, you got insurance. You definitely need that. I don't think it's disrespect, but even if they do go get a quarterback in a draft for Hurts, that just means you got to play harder. Now you got a little competition. Obviously, you named QB1, but if they draft the QB and he starts showing out in training camp, that puts pressure on you. So I'm always down for friendly competition. I think that's not an issue. So shout out to Jalen Hurts. I do think he'll play well, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. Personally, I think the NFC is just too tough, and I think their division is getting tougher. We'll see what Dallas do at the quarterback position next year. But with Washington, they look good. And with Heineke, he might be coming back to play the quarterback position. So the defense is good. So Jalen Hurts has got a tough challenge ahead. As for Carson Wentz, though, I think he's in a prime position. I mean, they're going to the playoffs this year without a doubt. Personally, I believe the Colts are that good. And they have a great offensive line. They have a great run game. They have receivers that can catch. They have good coaching. All around, he's literally upgraded where he came from and where he's been. So I like the trade. I don't think the Colts gave up too much. It's respect, and hopefully both of the quarterbacks at the end of the day have a great season, and make both their teams look good, especially Jalen Hurts.
Jace, what you thinking, man? You got the Eagles in our Madden franchise league. How you feeling, man? Would you have done this trade?
would I have done this trade? I would have done this trade knowing that I'm going in a rebuild mode because that cap hit is just insane. Trust me, I felt it in this Madden league. It's the worst. But the Colts, I feel like this trade the winner and the loser will be determined next season in the middle of the season or whenever, we determine it. But I feel like it will be determined next season because, yes, Carson Wentz is a good quarterback. I will give him that. He's a good quarterback. But he's had 4 injuries in the last 4 seasons. So that 75%, if he plays, that's not given. So if he doesn't play 75%, I feel like the Colts are a loser. I feel like the Colts lose that deal. But if he does, they make the playoffs. Everything goes expected because Carson is definitely upgrading teams. They have a better defense, they have a better offensive line, all that. So him going to the Colts is a great move for his career. So I feel like this trade would just be determined, like the winner and loser will be determined next year.
I think the only way the Colts loses this trade is if Carson Wentz plays more than 75% of the snaps and they do not make the playoffs.
That's it.
Because you giving up a first, plus you regress from last season, what you had with Phillip Rivers. That's just a huge blow of confidence for Wentz. You will lose the trade, and it just all around it'll be a failure of all parts. Carter.
They give up the first if he does play 75%.
Yes, or if he plays 70% and they make the playoffs.
So really,
if you don't play 70%, they don't give up the first.
Correct.
So it's based on like if they use them, they got to give up something, give up more.
Yeah, because it's a second, but if they fulfill the condition, that it's going to turn into a first round pick.
So if he plays 75 and they don't make the playoffs, they still get the first.
Yeah,
they got to give up the first
70 and get okay. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's surprising that's what he went for after all he did. But again, I personally don't think that they're gonna win the division. I think they'll make offs.
Who won the division? Tennessee?
Yeah, I got Titans winning. I think Titans win the division. I think the NFC West, AFC West sends 2. I think the AFC North sends 2. I think maybe 3. And I think the AFC East sends just the Bills again. Oh no, Dolphins are gonna be right there too. Honestly, it wouldn't be. I think it's a strong chance they don't make the playoffs.
I disagree with that, but because the North's not sending 3, that's why I disagree.
Well, I think the Browns will be back. I know the Ravens going.
I agree. I don't think Pittsburgh's coming back.
Fair. If they fall out, they fall out, and then that ain't the only team in the AFC North.
But all right, what's next on the docket?
Yeah, I'm like, no, wait a minute.
Go Burrow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know about that.